The pigeon on the park bench. Pippa, the pigeon, had lots of thoughts and not many words. At the park, the other birds crowded around a crumb pile, talking fast. Pippa stayed on the bench, toes curled under her feathers. "Go on," said a sparrow. "Say something." Pippa opened her beak, but her voice got stuck like a seed in her throat. An old crow landed beside her and didn't rush. He simply pointed with his beak toward a puddle that reflected the clouds. Pippa breathed in, then out. "I like that," she finally said. Soft as dust. No one laughed. The crow nodded once, as if her small sentence belonged. Pippa watched the clouds and felt her chest unclench. Turtle and the backpack check. Toby the turtle liked to be prepared. Too prepared. Before tomorrow's school trip, he opened his backpack again and again. Snack, water, spare socks, pencil, still there. What if I forget the map? He asked for the third time. His aunt tied a simple knot in the zipper pull. "When you touch this knot," she said, "you'll remember you checked." Later, Toby lay in bed and reached for the knot once, then twice. "It's there," he whispered. Outside, the wind brushed the window like a quiet broom. Toby imagined the bus seats, the park path, the lunchtime grass. His worry didn't vanish, but it sat down beside him instead of pacing. He held the knot gently, then let his hand rest on the blanket until sleep arrived. Squirrel and the Fallen Cake. Sunny the squirrel helped bake muffins for the class picnic. She carried the tray carefully until a pebble tipped her foot, and one muffin rolled onto the sidewalk. Sunny froze. Her cheeks went hot. "I ruined it," she said, staring at the crumbly top. A robin hopped closer and tilted his head. "That one can't be eaten," he said, "but it can still be useful." He nudged the muffin toward a patch of dirt near a tree. Sunny sat with him and broke the muffin into tiny pieces. Ants began to visit, polite and busy. At the picnic, there were plenty of muffins left. Sunny still remembered the fall, but it felt softer now, like a small bump in a long day, not the end of it. Llama's Quiet Kitchen. Lila, the llama, lived on a small farm where evenings were usually full of voices. Tonight her older cousins had gone home and the kitchen felt wide and empty. Lila stood near the fridge, listening for footsteps that weren't coming. "Is it too quiet?" her grandma asked, stirring soup. Lila nodded, then looked down. "I miss the noise," she admitted. Grandma set 2 bowls on the table. "Then let's make our own," she said. She slid a spoon across the wood. Scrape, scrape. And Lila copied her. They tapped the bowls, clinked gently, and laughed without trying. Later in bed, Lila could still hear their small kitchen sounds in her mind. The quiet didn't feel like a hole anymore. It felt like a blanket. Dear at the wrong game. Daisy the deer was quick at running and slow at guessing games. At kindergarten, everyone played "What am I?" and shouted answers like popcorn. Daisy raised her hoof once, but the next guesses arrived before her turn. When the teacher finally looked away, Daisy's mouth went dry. "I don't know," she said, and her ears drooped. "I'm not good at this." Afterward, a calm badger sat with her under the coat hooks. "I like quiet games," he said. "Want to do one with me?" He held up a leaf and asked, "What does this feel like?" Daisy rubbed it between her hooves. "Smooth," she said, then smiled. At pickup, she walked out holding the leaf, like proof that she belonged to something.